guys want the cheapest and most reliable website for MT, go to safenbamt.com. They deliver super fast, it's safe, and use code HTB for a 5% discount. Hey, what's up guys, Henry the Blasian here. I hope you're all having an awesome day so far, and if you're not, make sure you go ahead and make the most out of it, man. You ain't got time for that negativity in your life. Try to live as positive as possible. But as you guys can tell by the title of the video today, I'm coming at you guys with the December God Squad. This essentially is going to be my God Squad leading up to Christmas. The next time you guys do see my God Squad will probably be in 2020, and every time I say that, I start to think about how there's only 2.5 weeks left in this decade, boys and girls. In 2.5 weeks, we will be moving on to a new decade. That blows my mind every single time. And if you guys want to hear a fun fact about what's more mind-blowing, Vince Carter has played in 4 decades by next year. He played in the 90s, played in the 2000s, played in the 2010s, and now he's going into the 2020s. That blows my mind that there's actually an NBA player who played 4 decades, bro. That is just crazy. But anyways, you guys can see by the title, we're doing a God Squad today. In front of you, there is this blank canvas, which we are going to be filling with NBA players. Now, this is where I'm actually going to need your guys' help, because every time I kind of pick my God Squad, I am a little bit biased, and I want the best possible team going into this My Team tourney on Saturday. The qualifiers will be out. Now, as always, guys, your support is greatly appreciated. You guys can see on the top right, I'm actually in the diamond tier. This is because I'm going to try to be the very first one to get pink diamond Jalen Rose. I'm a couple cards away. I'm not going to reveal how many because I don't want people to try to catch up to me. But if you guys want to be on this journey and see that pink diamond Jalen Rose gameplay first, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, as well as your support is always appreciated, like I said. So let's go ahead and let's aim for 700 likes on today's video. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's dive into today's video. And like we said before, there is this blank canvas we are going to be filling with a God Squad. Now, before I actually fill this with whatever players I want to fill it with, I'm curious as to what 2K is going to fill this lineup with. Now, before I hit best available players right here, guys, I want you to comment down below, who do you think is going to be on the 13-man lineup based off 2K's decision? So in 3, 2, 1, and bang! Okay, so 2K actually did a pretty decent job with assembling my God Squad. They got it right, obviously, with putting all the opals first. You guys saw in my previous God Squad video, we already had a lineup of full opals. Now, that does get a little bit boring. For those of you that don't know, there's already cards out here that play better than some of these opals. The only opal you really can't beat in this game is Galaxy Opal David Robinson. As far as the bench, I don't understand how Mark Price is in here. Rick Barry, Bob McAdoo. We're talking about this clown. I hated evoing him. I'm going to go back into a blank canvas, and then we're going to reassemble this lineup. All right, so here we are back with the blank canvas. I'm going to go ahead and assemble my God Squad, and you guys can kind of rate me as I go through it. Starting at the point guard position, this one was honestly a little bit tough. Like I mentioned, guys, I almost have every single card in the game, but as my starting point guard, it was going to be a decision between Derrick Rose or Baron Davis. At least most people would think. Now, this is where it's going to kind of throw you off, because for my God Squad, the card I've actually been using recently and been having a ton of fun with is actually this pink diamond Allen Iverson. I don't know what it is about this card, but he is a ton of fun to use. Doesn't have Hall of Fame clamps or anything, but the card is just an absolute beast. He's got 16 Hall of Fame badges, and I think he's mainly my starting point guard because he really is one of my favorite players of all time. Otherwise, at the 6-man position, we would have the point guard, and that would be Derrick Rose or Baron Davis. In this case, Baron Davis, and then we would have Derrick Rose here, because Derrick Rose, he's still arguably one of the best point guards in the game. So really, you could interchange any of these three, and I would not complain about it whatsoever. But essentially, that's what it would be as far as my point guard position. Now, at the shooting guard position, this one was fairly simple. This is one of the best cards, if not the best shooting guard in the game right now. And no, I'm not talking about pink diamond Klay Thompson. I'm actually talking about diamond 94 overall Kobe Bryant. That is right, guys. A diamond card is on the starting lineup with all the cards I have, and that's because it's deservingly so. This Kobe Bryant, he goes crazy, man. 6 Hall of Fame badges. You love to see the clamps, defensive leader, off-ball pest, because on the offensive end, he really doesn't need any Hall of Fame badges. Although he comes with difficult shots, he honestly doesn't really need it, because this card can do it all. His 3-point shot is only an 89, it feels like it's a 99. When he's open, this card doesn't miss. One of the easiest, if not the easiest, jump shot release on a shooting guard in the game this year. He has range extender, catch and shoot. Every offensive badge is in gold, and that's all you really need. This man really plays better than almost any Kobe Bryant did last year. Yes, that's including the Galaxy Opal last year. They just made Kobe way too OP with his new release. It's so damn fast. It's so damn unstoppable. Now, my runner-up for shooting guard was actually a tough call. I know some people think Jason Richardson, because now that he's been updated, he's got a faster jumper, he's got 9 Hall of Fame badges and stuff like that, but it's actually not going to be my boy Jay Rich, and this was kind of a tough one. But who I decided to actually go with was Pink Diamond Zach LaVine. The reason for that is because Zach LaVine actually has gold clamps. I always emphasize on how you gotta have players that can defend on your team, or they will get exposed. If someone finds out you have someone that doesn't have clamps on your team, they will get exposed. And Zach LaVine has Hall of Fame green machine, tireless shooter, volume shooter, contact finisher. Like, this card honestly plays ridiculous, and he is a collection reward. It is pretty pricey to lock him in right now because everyone is realizing how OP he is. I will always switch it up with sometimes starting Kobe, sometimes I'll start Zach LaVine. It really comes down to who I'm having fun with, but both of them are absolute demigods, and they are my top 2 shooting guards in the game. Now, moving on to the small forward position, guys, again, I'm going to be having more difficulty. A lot of people would think this Galaxy Opal Dominique Wilkins is definitely the move. Again, he also got a quick draw update, and this card is an absolute beast, but he is not the one we're actually going to be using. You look through this variety of players, and there's a ton. We got the old Giannis, we got the brand new Giannis, we got this Jimmy Butler, who is an absolute god, but my go-to small forward, it's got to be the man. You guys already know my favorite player. Psych, I'm lying. It's not going to be LeBron, but in fact, it's going to be Diamond Paul George. This card is another card that is an absolute beast. He is definitely a contender for the starting small forward position. There's a lot of people that like to start at the small forward position. Sometimes I like to use Giannis. Sometimes I like to use LeBron. Sometimes I like to use that brand new Diamond Jimmy Butler, who is actually arguably better than Paul George. So for the sake of this video, we'll throw in the new card. You can see here that Paul George is a better post defender and stuff like that. So in fact, nah, we're gonna keep the boy Paul George. We stuck to him. But at the small forward position off the bench, we will definitely go with our boy Jimmy Butler. And this one's actually tough because I love LeBron James in 2K this year. He just plays so perfectly. But we will have to go with Jimmy B right here. This card, he's got Hall of Fame clamps. He's got a beautiful jumper. He's got range extender. He essentially is like the small forward version of Kobe Bryant. Even though Kobe can play the 3 and Jimmy can play the 2, Jimmy essentially is the 3 of a Kobe Bryant. The Hall of Fame clamps, trapper, off-ball blast. You just love that combination on your card. Now, at the power forward position here, guys, this is where it actually gets a little bit tough. I've got quite the good power forwards in the game this year, including a Siakam who slept on, Draymond Green, Rashard Lewis, Sean Kemp, Stouty. We even got this Serge Ibaka, but surprisingly, the one we're actually going to go with, and actually should not be a surprise, this is easily the best power forward in the game in my opinion. That's going to be this Pink Diamond Balake Griffin. For those of you that haven't had the chance to go ahead and grind this card out, this is the card you've got to grind out 1000% in Spotlight. Ignore Pink Diamond Rick Barry, ignore all the other cards. This is the one Spotlight you guys got to make sure you prioritize, man. 9 Hall of Fame badges. He's now got quick draw. His jumper is so easy to green. The only con to him is maybe his driving layup, but everything else is absolutely perfect. That 3-pointer feels like a 90. He can speed boost when he's in takeover. His defense is actually really good. He can rebound, and he is fast. He has everything you'd want at the power forward position, plus the size. The man is 250, 600, or 610. The man is 250 pounds, 6'10", and just a walking block of getting buckets. Now, off the bench at the power forward position, guys, this is where things get a little bit tough because usually I got this Rashard Lewis. Recently, I've been using this Diamond Draymond Green. So it really comes down to what I need off the bench. And looking at my bench, there is already a lot of defense. There is already a lot of shooting, so it was hard to decide. But a lot of times, I actually like to use Pink Diamond Tim Duncan here. this is what's actually kind of crazy. Sometimes I'll use Pink Diamond Tim Duncan here. I know his primary position is center, so I'm actually going to move him right there. If I'm not using Tim Duncan, then the one I have been using recently is Draymond Green. But otherwise, I like my boy Rashard Lewis, bro. He can really just stretch the floor. His jumper is money. He's got the height. The man can dunk. And a 6'10 man that can speed boost, how do you turn that down? He's essentially Giannis, but not really Giannis. And I know you guys are still surprised that Giannis still isn't on this lineup. But surprise, I'm not really the biggest fan of Giannis this year. That's a lie. I'm a big fan of Giannis this year. I just don't really use him because everyone literally uses him, so it's pushed me away from him. But moving on to the center position here, guys. No surprise among all these cards, easily the best center in the game right now. It's going to be Galaxy Opal David Robinson. For whatever reason, this man already had a beautiful jumper, and 2K decided to update him and give him gold quick draw. So now, without a doubt, David Robinson is the best center in the game. Now, off the bench, my center, this is where things get a little bit weird, because I know at the center position right now off the bench, a lot of you guys are going to recommend this George Mikan. Some of you are going to say run Tim Duncan. Some of you are going to say this Anthony Davis. But the center I actually like to run, guys, nope, it's not Andre Drummond, but it is going to be this Pink Diamond Wilt Chamberlain. I love having my natural centers in the game, especially because this man is an absolute dog in the post. 7'1", 275 pounds. He's got the athletic freak of nature. He can hit a mid-range with the shoe I put on him. His dunking is insane, but honestly, what I love about him the most is how fast he is as a center. It just doesn't make any sense. This card just always plays so good. Wilt every year just always plays so good. And again, if Wilt is being off-balled and I need someone to spread the floor, that is where I got this Tim Duncan. Now, at the 13th spot, this is where I don't even really know who to add. Again, look at this. We have none of these opals on my lineup, and that is because everybody else already plays so damn good. But you know what? You guys got me. For the very last spot, we're gonna have to put in our boy Diamond Giannis to complete this lineup. Having a Giannis on your team is just always good for any sort of emergency situation. Plus, if we ever need to, we can move Jimmy Butler to the 2, we can move Giannis to the 3, and then we just got a stupid amount of size there off the bench if we need it for defense. Same thing goes here for Paul George. Sometimes I like to move him to the 2 and then move like Jimmy to the 3, and then we just have a bunch of defense with the height. Allen Iverson, again, he's still my starting point guard, but if I was going to be serious, I'd probably start Baron Davis or Derrick Rose just so I make sure I have that size advantage. You never know if someone's going to be running Penny Hardaway or something, but again, this Allen Iverson is a dog on defense. I'm yet to have a problem with running this man as my starting point guard, but this is what my assembled God Squad is looking like. This is who I like to run when I am thinking of my God Squad. There is still all these players here that do not make my lineup, so I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section below, who do you guys think should make the lineup? Clyde Drexler, the new player of the month, does not make the lineup because he does not have clamps whatsoever. He doesn't have a range extender. This card, to be honest, is very, very average, and if you grinded the evil one to a diamond, you might as well just stick to that one unless you're going for the Galaxy Opal Julius Erving. This James Harden actually made a case for being on my lineup. For those of you that have been on this channel, you know I love using James Harden cards, man. They are so fun. So let me go ahead and add him here. I'm sorry, Giannis. You gotta go. So now this is the new updated lineup. You guys know I had to show love to my boy LeBron. There's no way we're gonna put Kobe on this lineup and not put LeBron here. That would just be disrespectful to the kind of person that I am. But this is indeed the God Squad. Let me know what you guys think of it down below. We are going to be doing a gameplay with it this weekend. I just didn't really feel like doing a gameplay today. Sometimes there's times where I just want to talk to you guys and discuss my cards and stuff like that and just take it easy and not be screaming bang or it's not a green but it's a bucket. Sometimes I just want to be calm and be regular HTB. But yeah, this is going to be the end of the video, guys. I hope you do enjoy what the squad is looking like for now. Let me know what your guys' squads are looking like as well. But if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like. And for you new viewers, you know you got to hit that subscribe button and join the Blasian Nation. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day and take care.